Okay, I'm a little calm now. Guys, it's Kyle with DTOM Knives and Gear. I finally have my ultimate Grail. Now, ultimate for my collection right now. If you watched my video on the Knife Genie, which was, I believe, started by the Knife Whisperer. He did open tag, and I did a video on the Knife Genie. You will know that there were 3 Grail knives in that, and I got one. Long story, I've been looking for this knife. Long story short, I've been looking for this knife for a while. It's one that is very, very hard to come by. It is a very limited run, and I know some people just don't even want to even look at those because they can't hardly get them, and if they do, they're very expensive. I get that. Part of my collection has started to become some of those knives. And so I was on a Facebook website where the only places you can really find those, and a gentleman was actually posting to somebody else who was looking for one. It's like, hey, I've got one. And so I was like, okay, well, it's probably gone because they're gone usually within minutes of being posted, but he didn't actually post it. So I just figured I'd message him and ask him. It's like, hey man, you still got that? Totally expecting a, yeah, sorry, it's gone. But it wasn't. So, and not even that, the guy actually lives in my state locally to me. Like he only lives like 2.5 hours away from where I was at. So we talked, we were trying to figure out a time that would be good for both of us to meet kind of halfway. And I got it. Okay, you probably are all like, just show us what you got. I got the Custom Knife Factory Rotten Design Evo Evolution. This is the first generation of this knife. Yeah, this is a knife that I have wanted for a long time. There's a few different reasons why I wanted this knife, and oh, I'm so excited. This knife just screams me. It screams Kyle. If you know my channel, you know what I like. This screams Kyle knife right here. It is really only 300, I believe, of these knives were made, and this is number, if you could see it there, 29. Let me get a little closer. 29, an M390, a little oil there. This knife, the guy bought it. He put it in his safe. And it's brand new. I mean, it hasn't been carried. It hasn't been cut with. No markings on this thing at all. Not even anywhere on the pocket clip. So it is pristine. And I could not be happier. Now, this is a knife that's not going to be for everybody. This is definitely a full-size knife. It's not the biggest knife that I own. And if you'll notice, these cutouts here, which we'll go over in the full review because we will have a full review of this guy. But if you notice in the cutouts here, cutouts are a scary thing for a lot of people because if your hands don't fit those cutouts, then it will... it's not going to be good ergonomically. And I'll be honest, I was kind of scared too because it ain't like you could just go to the store and find one to hold. But I got it in hand. And all right, so you'll notice there's a huge finger choil. I love a finger choil. Choils are just my thing. It makes a knife more ergonomic for me, 100% hands down, no matter what the knife size is. So with that choil in my hands right here in this grip, yeah, it works. Does it work? And it works well. I feel so comfortable in this grip. As you will see, I was carrying this today, the Strider SMF. And as you can see, forward finger choil, and it has this kind of area back here. This knife is one of the most ergonomic dream knives for me, just because of the forward finger choil and the way it's designed. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it ergonomically works, and it works well for my hand size. And then as you can see, almost the same kind of deal going on here, forward finger choil, but it does have finger grooves. A little bit nervous about that, but my fingers do fit this knife really well back here without the finger choil being involved, and my finger lands right there on the jimping. That's not how this knife was designed to be held, but I can hold it this way and feel very good. it was designed to be held just like this. Oy. Now this feels excellent. Excellent in my hands. Now, I've been searching for this knife for a while, and I'm kind of biased, you know, I guess, because I've wanted it for so long. So we are definitely going to do a full review of this guy and, you know, all that it entails, what it's about. It is M390. It is full titanium. I just want you to look at the texturing on the handle. One of the reasons I really wanted, now they made 300 of these, 50 of them were out of carbon fiber, and then the backside being titanium. This one is a full titanium clip. This one has a zirconium backspacer, which the other custom knife factory knife that I have is the 523, which has the zirconium backspacer and the bolster. The only problem is that with the bolster, it's a fingerprint magnet, so I don't mind the zirconium back here because it really looks amazing, and I don't mind the whole fingerprint thing on the backspacer. On the 523, it is crazy. As soon as you pick it up, it's like fingerprints everywhere, but it looks great when it's clean. So this knife, oh, I cannot tell you how excited I am. It is what exactly I thought it was going to be and more. And, you know, when you hype yourself up about a knife, guys, you know this. Sometimes you get it in hand and you're like, geez, was that really worth it? The chase? Yeah, it's my precious. It is my precious. Yeah, sorry. Very, very thankful to have this in hand, and I want you to please stay tuned for the full review of this guy. We'll get behind the camera and get you a really good close-up look, but right off the back, first impressions of this knife, it's amazing. It is amazing. I know why everybody wanted one of these, and I'm sorry that you can't go out and buy one right now, but it is possible to find. You might have to wait a little while, and you're definitely going to pay some money for it, but if you want this knife, it can be found, and it's worth it. By God, it's worth it. So anyways, I'm going to go play with this thing. I just got home from picking this up, and I wanted to show you guys that I got one, and so definitely stay tuned for the review. Oh my gosh, the detent, definitely, you know, whole deployment, but it is got such a great detent for the middle finger flick and the thumb flick. The thumb flick, I mean, you almost can't fail it because the detent is so freaking nice. And Bronson, the guy who sold me this, you are an amazing dude. Hopefully you will see this video. I told him I had a YouTube channel. You are the man. We will definitely stay in touch because he was such a cool guy. You know, he was also in the armed forces. So thank you, sir, for your service. We love you and everybody else who was serving in our U.S. military. Guys, stay safe in this crazy world that we are living in. And we will see you in the next one.